Hello Aces, welcome back now to Mission 6 of our Ace Combat Zero playthrough, D-Day, Ace Combat Zero D-Day, or DIRECTUS Day. We'll liberate DIRECTUS, our capital of Ustio, from the evil Balkan forces. So, let's listen to our briefing guide on how we're gonna liberate our glorious capital, which is built around the river Criskier, which in Latin means to grow. Then again, Latin in the game. The mission before Solis Ortas, also the name comes from Latin. Ace Combat is culture. I'm telling you guys, that's the one thing you have to learn about this series. Apparently, the enemy has some high-tech enemy fighters. It's quite a special squadron. Enemy Ace squadron, and you're gonna see why. I mean, they can fire missiles backwards. How crazy is that? But if you are able to fire missiles backwards, isn't that a good thing? Because whenever the enemy is behind you, which they're supposed to be in a dogfight, you can just fire back. Interesting. Alright, as you might have noticed, my special weapons, I've selected unguided bombs, and I'm just gonna do that just so we can do this a little bit faster. It helps destroy the tents or the yellow targets faster. Yeah, Pixie, of course I have what it takes. What do you think kills you in the end of the game? Spoiler. Well, I shouldn't be saying spoiler after I mentioned this stuff. Anyways, let's take down the APCs. So the armored personnel carriers, the armored infantry cars. And one thing to notice in DIRECTUS, in I think all the 5 sectors, I think, but there's a lot of churches in the city, and with these churches, which look like something like medieval Europe, you know, back in the days, it should mean that back in the days there was a strong, you know, religious belief here in Ustio, or maybe Balkan, because it was part of Balkan. And if there's a strong religious belief, then you would think, what are the religions that are there in Strangero? And because these churches seem more like a Christian or Protestant churches, I would say, was there a Jesus Christ in Strangero? Interesting. Also to note, on Ace Combat X, there's also Christmas. So think about that. Who would be the Strangero Jesus? Although you can also say Christmas, it's kind of a commercial holiday, so people just buy more stuff. It kind of depends on how you want to look like. That's where Santa Claus comes from. Santa has nothing to do with Jesus. Anyways, I think we've got 1 sector already. I really like the atmosphere in this mission where you have, you know, the CVs rallying up in the radio and also playing, you know, the bells during the liberation of the city. Quite a symbol, I think. Quite the atmosphere. And this is one of my favorite missions. This one, mission 14 is good too. I'm not sure if other people like 14. So I think it's just a good atmosphere. And here, landmark wise, here we have our DIRECTUS tourism tour. This is the Balkan HQ in DIRECTUS, or the rectangle, not the pentagon, because it's not a pentagon, but Ustio's apparently military headquarters. But the rectangle, because they don't have much money to buy to make a full pentagon. Yeah, a lot of churches. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but there are lots of churches. This is downtown. There should be a church here. Here, another church here. Honestly, there are so many churches in this city. There you go. destroyed the mighty A-tank, saving our allied tanks. Of course, you gotta pay my paycheck, man. I don't do this stuff for free. Another interesting fact, kind of related to the country of Ustio. DIRECTUS, according to what I read on Wikipedia, which I usually do before I, try to record my videos, DIRECTUS population is about 390,000 people. And that's not much if you think of a capital of a country. Usually the capital is the largest city in a country. That's especially true in Europe. And Ustio kind of looks like somewhere in Europe, so you would assume DIRECTUS is the largest city. And you would think it would have a larger population than 390,000, but not really. And I think that implies Ustio, Solis Ortas, which is very small. They have a really low population, so a low population density in the whole region of Ustio, in the whole country of Ustio. And I think that explains a little bit this part, which used to be Belka. When it comes to the selling of the land that Belka did, I think Belka sold like the Great Lakes region and all those sorts of lands just because they were not really populated. Because I don't think you would sell land that's really popular. Like, just imagine how many people you'd have to reallocate. So I think the core population-wise would be North Belka. That's why they North Belka, maybe South Belka, kind of ish. But yeah, I think that explains why they sold. Although it's just a theory from my part. And now we have liberated the 5 sectors. Everyone is happy. No, Pixie's not over. You didn't see the mission accomplished sign. It's a good hint. Of course, enemy reinforcements. Don't be so surprised, Pixie. We have Galm, the guys who can fire missiles backwards. Yeah. It's only 2 of them though. It's so weird. It feels weird fighting two enemy fighters. Alright, let's take them. Yeah, I wonder how they are able to fire missiles backwards. Like, do they just point the enemy, I mean the missile, backwards, so when the enemy is behind it can fire? Or is it like a super maneuverable missile? Something like that. It's interesting. Yeah, never go head on with them. That's a bit dangerous. See, I'm getting the lock on behind him. There we go. Take that. DIRECTUS is free. Alright, good job, Galm. Yeah, everyone's happy now. DIRECTUS is so small. So small. And everything's built around the river. Yeah, the rectangle again. Ustio's military headquarters. I think it was used by the Balkans. I think that it belonged to the Ustios before.
1995. Ustio was.
There you go. There it is. The rectangle. See, a lot of churches and bells. Maybe too many bells. Another church back there. Yeah, that was D-Day. Or there you go. Talking about the rectangle building.
I just received a vintage bottle of Chateau.
And you get Chateau Bouloise, the best drink in Strangero.
Perfect, I'd say, for celebrating an occasion such as this.
Oh yeah. That was mission 6. Thank you guys for watching. If you can find the Chateau Bouloise, have a drink. It's really good. You can tell that from experience. Just kidding. Anyways, hope you have enjoyed. And playlist is in the description. You can find all the videos. And see you next time.